Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a boy with a very bad temper. Every time he lost control, he would shout and scream and argue with anyone and everyone, and he would often hurt others with his angry words. One day, his father, who was a wise man, gave him a bag of nails and told him, "Whenever you feel anger rising within you, hammer a nail into the fence." On the first day, the boy hammered 37 nails. He couldn't control his anger, so the nails kept going in. Over the next few weeks, as he learned to calm down and think before he spoke, the number of nails in the fence grew fewer and fewer. Finally, one day he managed to go a whole day without getting angry. So proudly he went to his father and told him, "I didn't need to hammer a single nail today." The father smiled and said, "That's wonderful, son. But now you have to remove one nail from the fence." The boy looked at the nails in the fence and realized that each nail represented a hurtful word he had spoken, so he carefully took out one nail and put it in his pocket. This continued for some time. The boy got better and better at controlling his temper, and slowly, he removed more and more nails from the fence. Then one day he woke up and suddenly felt an overwhelming urge to hammer a nail into the fence. He resisted the feeling, but it got stronger and stronger until finally he gave in and hammered a nail into the fence. Disappointed, he went to his father and told him, "I messed up today. I had to hammer a nail into the fence." His father just nodded and said, "Then tomorrow, you will remove a nail from the fence." Time passed, and finally the day came when the boy removed the last nail from the fence. Overjoyed, he ran to his father and said, "Look, the fence has no more nails. I finally did it." The father took his hand and led him to the fence. "Well done, my son," he said, "but look closely." The boy looked closely and saw that although there were no more nails in the fence, the holes remained. The father said softly, "Words of anger leave scars, just like these holes. Even if you say sorry, the wound stays." The boy stood silently, realizing the weight of his actions. From that day on, he never uttered a word of anger. Instead, he chose his words carefully, knowing that every word, whether spoken in anger or not, could leave a scar that lasts a lifetime. And that, dear friends, is the story of the boy and the nails. It teaches us that an angry word may only take seconds to speak, but the wound it inflicts can last a lifetime. True wisdom lies not in speaking quickly, but in pausing before we speak, ensuring that our words do not cause harm. Once upon a time, on a school desk, a pencil and an eraser lay side by side. The pencil said sadly, "I'm sorry. Every time I make a mistake, you have to erase it. Each time you do, you become smaller and smaller." The eraser smiled and replied, "That's true, but it's my purpose. I was made to help you correct your mistakes. Even if I shrink, I'm happy knowing you can keep writing and learning." The pencil grew quiet, realized that without the eraser, its mistakes would remain forever. From then on, it wrote more carefully, but also more confidently, knowing the eraser was there to support it. This is a story about a pencil and an eraser, but it's really about all the people in our lives who quietly sacrifice for us. Our parents, our teachers, our friends, they give a part of themselves so we can grow. But true gratitude isn't just saying thank you. It's living in a way that honors their sacrifice. When was the last time you thought about the things you want to achieve? Did you think about what you need to do to get there? We often focus on the big picture without considering the small steps. That's why we're here to help. Our goal is to help you focus on those small steps, those little habits that really make a difference. When was the last time you did something for someone else without expecting anything in return? When was the last time you made a sacrifice? These are the things that make us feel good about ourselves and our lives. So let's work together to create more of these moments, not just for ourselves, but for the people around us too. When we focus on the small things, the little steps we can take every day, we can make a real difference in our lives and the lives of those around us. We're here to help you do just that. So join us, and let's start making those small but meaningful changes together. Remember, it's the small steps that lead to the biggest changes. Now I want to hear from you. When was the last time you did something for someone else without expecting anything in return? Share your thoughts. Let's inspire each other to make more of these moments in our daily lives. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and share.